What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing the sixth movie in our Oscar Best Picture nomination review series. This is the Holdovers, um, a very interesting movie, one that I didn't expect. When we talk about Best Picture nominations, I tend to not really think of a comedy slash holiday movie as being one of those movies. This seems almost like a movie that I felt the Academy wouldn't really nominate. It's a really good movie. I just kind of expected it to be a little too entertaining for the Academy to actually nominate. I say that because some of these movies are less entertaining and more thought-provoking, as sometimes the Academy likes to go for those more. It's a timid tale in that it's small scale, um, not really a short story, but definitely one that doesn't look to overstep its bounds. It's very self-contained, it's very light, the stakes are light, but they manage the characters in the movie, which I think that sometimes those stories can be the best of all. It's not groundbreaking, world ending. To go from Oppenheimer to this is kind of hilarious because it's like that's literally the end of the world compared to this, which is just really individualized. Paul Giamatti is incredible. I don't know. I think he was up for Best Actor. He definitely deserves the nomination for sure. The character progression of both his character, um, and Tully, who's the actor, I don't know. Um, both characters are very, very well done. They both progress as individuals. Um, Mary is another character in the um movie, and um she sort of has a little bit of character progression as well, albeit not as much as the two male characters. These three are really the main characters of the movie. These are the holdovers, but I will say the movie intentionally focuses on them a little bit less to give Miss Professor Hunnen, I guess his name is, a little bit more screen time to uh, have his own progression. And you expect him to be the main character, but at the same time, you also expect to see a lot of Tully, and you do get both of those, which is very, very nice to see. Um, this is a period piece done right. I do hate that every movie in this list, except for I think Barbie has been in past lives. I apologize. Two of the six movies we've watched so far have been period pieces. They do need to stop. It is too many. Let's get some movies set in 2023, please. This is something that I believe in because I want to see stuff in our modern time. We're always going back to the past. Why don't we think of the present a little bit? However, this is another period piece done right. It's not too far in the past. It's about 52 years ago at the time of the movie. It's 1971, 1970, so that's a decent time period. I get that. I think that period pieces as a whole are just really overrated, and you're gonna just I just rip into them, and I apologize. It's just my idea of a good or bad movie comes from it being a period. Like sometimes that's enough for me to just not like a movie. Um, I didn't like most of the original holdovers at the beginning of the movie. Some were all right, like little kids were fine, but a lot of the older kids at the school of Barton were not that compelling. They seemed like very typical stereotypes of characters, very typical characters for this type of movie, and I was happy that they were kind of gone because it helped make the story a lot more centralized and individualized, which I think really, really helped. I do wish this is a really small nitpick. I wish Elise was in it more. Um, I get why they didn't do it, but I think it could have been compelling to have someone who Tully had a crush on, and it did seem like they hit it off at the party. I'm a romantic. I like to see that in movies. That's just a small critique from me. It doesn't really impact the movie much. I just was surprised that she didn't show up again. They seemed to focus on it a little bit, and I guess their only real reason was to show that he was having fun at the party. I just didn't really. I thought it would lead to more, and it didn't. And then I could kind of tell it wasn't going to do it, and I'm like, ah, it's kind of a missed opportunity. But it would also make the movie cliche. And while I enjoy cliches with these types of movies, some people don't, and I don't think it hurts the movie. I just wish that this had happened. The pacing was superb. I actually wish I had more of the movie, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want to do with your audience. Make them feel like you know you need more. This obviously I don't expect this to ever get a sequel or anything like that, but I just think that a movie that can do that but still end in a very good place, that's a really good movie. That makes me want to rewatch it and come back to it time and time again. I did enjoy that a lot. Um, the cinematography was like most movies of 2023. Like they didn't do anything crazy with camera angles and stuff. There was this really nice like zoom out when um Mr. Hunnan's kind of like, "Oh, where's Tully?" And then all of a sudden like he's like he calls him Angus, that's his first name. He's like, "Angus," and then he like zooms out, and I really like that part of the movie. But I will say that the camera obviously had a 70s color grading and quality to it. I didn't notice it at first, but then pretty early on, I was like, okay, this is a period piece. I get it. And of course, music was typical of a comedy slash holiday movie. I don't know if this is really considered a comedy, but I would consider it a comedy. It wasn't a drama for sure. Sort of a funny movie that maybe it's a little coming of age too. Altogether, The Holdovers is very, very good. Definitely worthy of the Best Picture nomination, and one of my personal favorites of movies that we've seen so far. I'm going to give it a 9.2 out of 10. It's just stellar. There's very few things that I would have done differently. Of course, if I had done them, they probably wouldn't have been as good, but I'm not a filmmaker myself. But I do think this movie is well worth the watch. Go watch it. It's on Peacock. It's a very, very, very good movie. And that's all that I have. Um, if you guys like the video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts on the holdovers, and subscribe. And I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next Oscar Best Picture nomination review. Peace.